Good afternoon. In 3 days' time, South Africa will be going to the polls. For some of us, if not the majority of us, actually for South Africa, this is the most important election after 1994. In fact, there are those who say these elections, the 2024 elections, are more important than the 1994 elections. I'm persuaded to agree with them. For me, I'll be voting on the 27th, as I've registered for special vote. I have no shame in declaring that I'll be voting for Umkhonto weSizwe party. For the first time since 1994, I will be not voting for the African National Congress. I have reasons for not voting for the African National Congress. I may be called a turncoat, imbuga. I may be called a sellout, umthengisi. I don't care two shakes of a lamb's tail. I have reasons why I am voting the way I'm going to be voting. The African National Congress, in the past few years, has ceased to be what it was founded for. It has identified itself with the forces of the right and no longer serves the interests of those who were oppressed during apartheid. If you look at our country today, there is not much difference between now and before 1994. The African National Congress has failed, and not only failed, but betrayed the black man. Its policies, particularly economic policies, favor the rich, especially the white rich, or what is now called white monopoly capital. Now, I can no longer find it in my conscience to support that. If you look at the conditions in the city of Durban, where I stay, they are deteriorating by the day. For the first time last year, I found myself queuing for the water tank, something I never did even under apartheid. And I can't describe that as a good story to tell. And as things stand at the moment, the water situation in our city is getting worse. Every day you always have a risk that you may not have water. Times, even if there is water, the water pressure is very, very low. And you are unable to get satisfactory answers from those who are given the opportunity to govern the city. The load shedding story is another one where we have failed. And even though load shedding has been suspended in the run-up to elections, there are promises that immediately after elections, load shedding will return. We are expecting immediately after load shedding that we will go up to stage 5 of load shedding. Now, is that not the failure of the African National Congress? But more than just the failure of the African National Congress, these elections will be able, if we vote correctly, will be able to influence the balance of forces internationally.
What to expect?